Hello, 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 hello. I sound like Joey, the cruise director. Well, hello, 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 hello. It's Yo Ang. It is Monday. Oh my God, we made it through a week. In fact, 1 week ago today, I sailed away from New York. I went, bye-bye, Lady Liberty. Bye-bye. Hello, Ambrose. And I set sail. There's no sails. It's a cruise ship. There's no sails. Hey, Din, is everybody getting notifications? Ambrose, I can't believe it. You guys actually got a notification. What the hell? Joseph Q, all the regulars are popping in. Yo, how'd that happen? Everybody's getting notifications. Christopher Dotson, unfreaking believable. That's crazy. I don't know why the other ones weren't. It had to be because I was out of country or something. I mean, I'm still out of country. I don't know. It's so weird. Bizarre. Anyway, it's Monday. I'm tired. Oh my God. I had a hard time sleeping last night. Hello, Szabados. How are you? Y'all just get me today. At least I think. I don't know. Maybe I walk through the cabin and Annette decides to join. Hi, Colleen. Classy Coco Paul, what's going on? I'm just sitting here. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here. I got my water. Nothing's in the water. Nothing but, little flavoring. I don't know. It takes a little bit sometimes. It's what it is. It's what it is, Christopher. Hi, Diana Lee. Hey, Classy Coco. So I was just sitting here, got up early this morning. I had a hard time going to sleep last night because, I'm going to tell you guys, when you guys are on a cruise or any kind of trip, make sure you take your meds at the right time. Because I didn't take my meds. I usually take them at night. And I didn't take it till 3 hours after I was supposed to. And it kind of effed up my knee a little bit. And it wasn't bad. It was just real achy and stuff. And it has to do with water, it's nothing that anybody cares about. Yes, Paul, that is my sister that is on the ship. She's on the ship with me. That's who I'm sailing with. But, all of that. So it was a bit of a bitch. So it took a while for that to kick in. Drank a lot of water, blah, blah, blah. And then it got better, and then I was able to sleep properly. But I will say, for those that are coming on cruise ships, every single cruise ship I've been on, the beds may not be nice, and it's a relaxing day today, absolutely. The beds are maybe much firmer than what you're used to at home. I don't know what kind of bed all of you sleep on, but our bed, for me, is like a cloud at home. I like it because it's like a cloud. I love sleeping in a cloud. Okay, everybody that likes these really firm beds or those Posturepedic things, which I don't understand how anybody can sleep in a Posturepedic, because those friggin' overheat me to the millionth degree. Maybe a nap later is in order. I think so. Oh, Helga, you like the Caribbean videos? I'm so glad. See, so Din, of course, I knew it would be you. Hey, Fafo. I knew it would be Din that would come in here and say, I love the beds. I like a really nice firm bed. She also likes to walk 34 miles around Manhattan. Okay. Yeah, that would be Din. Okay, I could say everything that is... Ambrose, I've slept on the floor before, so I'd be fine. Yeah. So the thing is, it's it's a little bit much firmer. So for me, it's fine. But when you have to get your knee propped up or sleep on your back, it might be a little bit of a problem. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Cece Cat. And Szabados, always good to see you. So yeah, I had a little bit of an issue with that last night. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm on, and it's I have to talk myself out of it. Angela, it's not even a big deal. This is not even pain that you've ever, this is on a scale of 1 to 10. The discomfort is probably a 2. But, in my head at night, your discomfort is 1 million. And it's a 2. But you think it's 1 million. So that's what it is. I don't know. I can't fix that. You know what I mean? So it got fixed. And then I was able to sleep. So we got up, we went and got coffee, had some breakfast. We just went to the buffet. Even though today's a C day. At least today's not a port day, so you're good. Yeah, and it doesn't hurt me now. Now it's totally fine. It absolutely feels fine. I put my little knee brace on, I'm fine. And it all has to do with, honestly, I know what it is. It's the whole, like, you've got to drink water. You can't retain the water. You know, make sure you take your meds at the right time and all that. It's stupid. Who else is in here? Okay, I think I got everybody. Hey, William. It's hot in Connecticut. Oh my God, worst Tuesday, Wednesday. Apparently, that's what I've heard too. Joe's been telling me about the heat. Did they play the movie Titanic yet? No, I have not seen that. They've not played that. They've been playing like Aquaman and the new Minecraft movie. And thank you. You like my shades? Yeah, I brought like 5 pairs, you know, to go along with the 10 different swimsuits. Because, you know, we need options. We need options, guys. But yeah, they've been playing, I think every night, there's like 2 to 3 movies that play on the big screen. And what you do is you just sit in the lounge chairs. It's like a drive-in movie without it being a drive-in. It's a sit-in. So you just sit on your lounge chairs on the deck and you can watch the movies on a big screen, which is kind of cool. Paul, she's not gonna date anybody in here. Paul, just give it up. So, but yeah, we see them as we walk by. Now, I think we had a quick shower, rain, this morning, because as we came out of breakfast, I noticed the entire deck was wet and everything was wet. So I'm assuming that's what it was. You want to, well, it's kind of, actually, it's not bad. Because like right now it could be warm outside, but you're moving. So we're moving at like 20 knots, 21 knots almost, 20.8 knots. So y'all figure that out. What is that? Is that like 25 miles an hour? I don't know. We're actually have a headwind. We have like a wind coming directly at us. So, but you get a nice breeze. Like, look, I got a breeze. You see the breeze? There's a breeze. So it's fine. Can you hear the ocean? You can hear the ocean behind me, can't you? I know. And now we are on the side where the sun will set. So while we were going there, we were on sunrise, and now we will be on the sunset side. It does. It slows you down. Good morning, Michael. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I love the Puerto Rican flag. Yes. So yeah, today is not a port day. Today is a sea day. So this is where this little thing comes in handy. On Carnival, they give you, Carnival has a lot of shit going on the ship. It's one of the ships that literally has so much happening on it. They actually give you, everybody gets a little calendar for the day. This is the day. And they actually have the day. They put it out by your door. I like how they do that. It's like your little mail slot. And then it tells you all the highlights, top entertainment for the day and stuff. So I thought we're going to go through the fun times together. So this is one of the things. So we can collect these. Some people, I guarantee you, some person named, we're going to say Carol in somewhere Indiana collects these. And then she makes a scrapbook. I swear to God. And she's probably highlighted everything she went to. She probably circled it. She probably put stickers all over it and a couple photos. Good morning, Carl. Norwegian gives you the same thing. I've never been on Norwegian. But, you know, like MSC has something similar to this. Except theirs isn't folded up so pretty. You know, like a little pamphlet. But this one is. It'll tell you, like, what tonight's attire is. It'll tell you, like, tonight is white night, the white hot party night with our cruise director, Joey. That's at 7:45 in the Piazza San Marco, 3 forward, and the party starts at 8 o'clock. So we might be doing that. And then they have other things that are happening today. We're gonna call her Carol. And I can say that because my mom's name was Carol. And she'd be a person that would want to collect this. Like, because she paid for the cruise, she would collect every damn thing that they would give her. One of those people. Stop it, Din. You collected them on your first cruise, and then after that you threw it away. Okay, good. Yes, we are on our way back. We cruised today on the sea, and then tomorrow is a full day on the sea. And then Wednesday morning, Massimo is driving the ship. Joey is the cruise director. It's a totally different job. Joey is basically Julie. Okay? Did you ever watch Love Boat? That's what it is. Joey is Julie. Okie dokie. So, what is happening? And you know, Wilson yesterday, even though he wasn't on the ship, Wilson was like our Isaac. Because I don't, look at, Adriana finally got a notification too. Oh my God, everybody passed the hell out. They went out today. Who the hell knew? And I'm like an hour early. What the frick? Good morning, Ronnie C. Nene's inside. She's playing solitaire. Which, by the way, I got a question. We'll get to this in a minute. I got a question. When you guys all play solitaire, okay? You know how you play solitaire, you get your little cards out in your 7 little piles, you know, we all know how to do that, right? One's up, the rest are down, the next one's up, the rest are down. You know, we all know how to set it up. The question I have is when you pull the cards, some people pull them in a shuffle manner. Like they take the top card and then put the next 2 cards on the back of it. Whereas I thought you were supposed to, hi Nikki, Ricky Treadwell. So which one of the 3 islands that you visited impressed you the most? I thought Puerto Rico was very beautiful. Like when I play solitaire, I'm gonna put you guys right here, beep bop, so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna, boop. Okay. So when I do it, I just take the 3 cards. I don't mess them up. I don't go, I just take 3 cards, flip them over. 3 cards, flip them over. 3 cards, flip them over. I don't do this. I don't go, and then it's like you're reshuffling the cards all the time. Do you know what I mean? Did you guys not understand what I'm saying? Do I have to go get the cards to show you? Nobody's understanding me, are you? I have a feeling nobody gets what I'm talking about. Please tell me who's got piles. Listen, you know what I'm talking about. When you play solitaire, I need to know what's the proper way. Because I was taught that, well, I wasn't taught, I don't remember how I was taught, but I've Googled it. So that's the question. Oh my God. I know it's already day 8, Isabella. No, I don't want to play it on the laptop. Come on, me and Miss Bunny Girl. I'm talking about solitaire. This is like for real, like real stuff. Because some people play it one way and then other people play it another way. And then I'm trying to find out which way we're supposed to play it. And I think we're supposed to play it the way that's much harder to play. When are you playing solitaire on the computer? The computer automation. I'm not talking about the computer, folks. I know, Diana. I know. This is why people do it. This is why people do it indifferently in Rio. Oh my God. Look at Fafo putting up them cards. Listen. Google says it doesn't say it. I have tried to Google it. Oh my God. Everybody's like, I play on the computer. Are you guys all serious? You've never played it with a damn deck of cards? Boots, somebody help me here. Ask a croupier. They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know shit. She does it wrong. That's the thing. I think she's doing it wrong. No, Rachel, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I need a deck of cards, but I'm afraid to leave you here because I'm afraid that you might fly away. Will you guys fly away? I know we're not supposed to leave stuff out here. They didn't say about leaving people. Can I go? Do I need to go get the cards? Do I need to go get the cards? Did I see any secondhand bookstores in many of the islands? Well, the only island I would have seen that in is Puerto Rico. Yeah, we're talking about solitaire. Hold you down. I'm like, are you guys gonna fly away? Oh my God, Eric, you used to play on the computer. Everybody used to play on the computer, but did nobody own a deck of cards? Have I gambled on the ship? Yeah, I played slots. I have played slots on the ship. I am not winning. I mean, it's like I lose 100, I win 100. I lose 100, I win 100 back. I lose 100, I didn't win anything. That's what I'm doing. Did you swim in the water? I did. Do I miss New York City? Yeah, I kind of do. I do. I miss Joe. Joe's he's my sidekick. You know what I mean? And yesterday, Joe, I don't know if he was trying to keep up with us or something. I'm just gonna show you here. I'm not gonna go get the cards. Like, do you take this is a card and this is a card, okay? Do you take the cards? Well, there should be another card. So there should be like this, and then you flip them over. Not this, none of this shit, right? There's none of this shit going on, right? Solitaire is one of those games that comes with I know that. Oh my God. Y'all with the damn, you guys with the dang, what do you call it? I can't. Joe Coffey, the legend. Yeah, he is a legend. That's what I was trying to find out, because it's a very thing that drives me crazy. There's a lot of history. We did go up to the Fort RFD. There's like, I can't remember the name. Oh, San Cristobal. That's the one that we walked over to. We could have walked to the one that was further out. We were very close to the further out one too, but we decided not to continue that way because we wanted to come in and then go around and walk around. But we walked a lot. We walked a lot of San Juan. Old San Juan is I think it's a beautiful place. Good morning, Miguel. Yeah, or I think Old San Juan was gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but I loved. And if anybody in here from Puerto Rico, can you just tell me, is the streets in Old San Juan just that color? Like they're like a blue ceramic on top of the cobblestones. Like the cobblestones have like a blue color to them, which I'm sure everybody would be like, oh, they're not that pretty, but I think they're beautiful. What did you say? What did at the fort? Yeah, the fort. No, listen, if we had been there, if I had been in San Juan, Puerto Rico with Joe, I would have been running for the ship, because he would have been in the Castile and everything else like all damn day. No, it's not like a blue stone. It's not a blue stone. I know, Miguel, you're from Puerto Rico. So, like, are the streets all that color? Because I thought it was cute. I loved it. It looked very, like, I guess Mexico, a lot of streets are like that. Probably the rum factory. But, yeah, I mean, I thought it was really nice. I liked the streets, and I liked the fact that we got there early enough that I could see the streets and the architecture and stuff before all the crowds started pouring off the cruise ship, because we got there so early. Nobody was disembarking really with us. Like, we walked down, I think we were one of like 10 people that left the ship as soon as they dropped, you know, the gangway. I was like out the damn door, you know what I mean? Which was fine. I was totally fine with that, because then we got to see everything, and nothing was open except for maybe the coffee cart guy, but that was okay. And then we had a drink or so, and then Nanette effed up her drink because she'd made it curdle up in her wine. We have free samples at the Bacardi during your tour. We could have gone to the Bacardi rum thing, but I had heard that was not the best one. Now, we thought about going to Scryer, but they weren't going to be open till later. Like, we wouldn't have got there before we needed to make on. Have you made any new friends on the cruise? I mean, you meet people, but it's not like we're going to be like buddies. You know, not like I'm going to be like, hey, yo, call me. That ain't going to happen. I don't need that many more friends. I don't need to have like a million people. Like, there was a guy in the casino, and he was going up to people saying, hey, I want to tell you who I am. And I was like, oh God, please don't come to me. You've made a few mistakes on a cruise? That's funny. free is my kind of price. Absolutely. No, so like, this guy was going around in the casino on the ship, and he was going up to people saying, hey, I want to tell you who I am. You need to be like, you don't have to tell me your name, but I'm going to tell you all about me. And I'd be like, you could keep going. I don't need to know. No room for another. Exactly. It was like the pool guy. No room for another friend. I swear, you know, like, unless we're vibing, I don't know. It's funny because when I said, you know what, I said to the net, I said, he's clearly not from New York. Because New Yorkers will be kind and you'll be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But we're not like, okay, let's exchange numbers and tell our life stories. He wasn't. This was this morning. He wasn't drunk, I don't think. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I was like, he had like every fanny pack on him. He had a fanny pack, and then he had a waist. He had like like one of those sling packs, and then he had some other bag he was carrying. And I'm like, dude, do you have a room? Or are you sleeping on the deck? Because I couldn't tell. Because he had so much stuff with him. Aloha, Liz. He had a lot of shit with him. I was a little confused. I kept going, damn. And then he started walking towards us, and then I was like, trying to tell the net, ooh, I was acting like I was so intrigued into the slot machine. Either drunk or from Georgia. He could have been. I don't know. I don't know what his name was. But I was just like, I was like, keeping it locked. I'm not saying hi. I'm not saying anything. I'm not even making eye contact. Is it pickpocketer? Maybe he pickpocketed all those bags. Like, I don't carry anything. So the other thing I did today, because today is when I'm going to be going downstairs. They're doing it differently. Now, I don't know if you guys have been on, it was collecting wallets. I know. I don't know if you guys have been on Carnival recently, but they always charge like the gratuities on one of the days. Okay. Usually I thought it's like on day 2 or something like that it gets charged. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. Okay. So I have to go down there after 2 o'clock because I am actually leaving tips every day for my room steward, and if we go to dinner and stuff like that, I'm leaving tips for them. I'm giving that to them because like every day we have a different person for dinner. We didn't pick a specific time. We said anytime dining. So I am leaving tips for the people that actually serve me. I haven't had to go to a bartender, so I guess none of them are getting a tip because I didn't go to the bartender. You know what I mean? He's probably lonely how he plays solitaire. I don't want to ask him anything. I'm not asking him. He is probably, I don't know, but he was pretty happy. But he was just wandering around. And then at one point I needed to go down to guest services because I wanted to pay on my account. Because I charged a couple of things and I said, Joe, don't worry about it. I just used the card. He's like, Ange, just use the card. And I'm like, I want to pay cash. So I went downstairs to pay on my card, on my account and stuff. But by the way, don't even use a debit card for making a payment, just so you know, okay? You are better off either bringing the cash with you or, I mean, here at Carnival on this ship, they actually have an ATM. Just use the ATM, take the $6 fee. Because if you use your debit card or your prepaid card or anything like that, that has an actual link to a cash thing, it's gonna F it up. And you're gonna be sitting there waiting for those things to fall off. American Express is different. That is an actual credit card, okay? It's not like a Suedo debit card. You know what I mean? But if you use your debit card, which is like attached to your checking account, which is your checking account, or if you use, or say you have a prepaid Visa account, like I thought, like the last time I went on Carnival, that's what I would use. You'll get it effed up because they have pending charges that literally will sit there for 2 to 3 weeks. Is the coffee good on Carnival? Isabella? I don't know if that's a good question to ask me because I'm a picky bish. Okay? And I went on MSC, and if I was to compare MSC to Carnival's coffee, Carnival coffee will lose. MSC's coffee was so good. Like, was so good. Now, we did buy like the drink package with MSC because it was much more affordable. It was like half the cost. And it also included Wi-Fi, but it included everything. And their coffees were much cheaper than here. Even the coffee I purchased here wasn't that good. It was okay. It was mediocre. It was like maybe of the purchased coffee, like they didn't make the cappuccino right. How do you guys make a cappuccino? I know, I'm out in the Caribbean, no Haiti. Good morning, yes dear. Hi, RJ. Okay, so cappuccino is like an espresso, right? It's an espresso with with foam, right? They made it like a latte. They made it like a latte, and I was like, why is there so much milk in here? There shouldn't be that much. It should be like a little bit, but more foam. That's a cappuccino. I'm like, you guys are a coffee shop. Why don't you know this? I was really annoyed. So their thing here is Java Blue. So that costs like $5, like $6 almost. Good morning, Lady Weiser. That's how much that was. And for me, I was like, I did tell Joe, it's not worth it. As someone who worked at a Starbucks and had it drilled into us. Yeah, well, it was like the color of it was a latte. That's what she made. And I was like, I wanted to give it back and be a stickler and say this is wrong. But you know what? There are times you just know that they're not going to understand you and stuff. And I'm like, I asked for a cappuccino, not a latte. Yeah, a cappuccino should be mostly just like the espresso coffee with the foam on, and it should be a foam floating, you know, with maybe a drop or just a little bit of milk. But no, that's not what it was. It's not what it was. It was never going to be that. Now, I will tell you, when I was in San Juan, is regular coffee with milk foam and chocolate. No, that is not a cappuccino, Marlene. It is not regular coffee, it's espresso. That's a cappuccino. If you want a regular coffee and get milk foam, you can get that. But a cappuccino is an espresso with the foam and stuff. I like the chocolate powder on the top. I love that little addition. Some people put cinnamon. I like cinnamon on mine. But anyway, when we were in double decaf non-fat latte with medium foam and a whisper of cinnamon. There you go, Ambrose. Mexican Kappa next time, spiked. Ooh, with some horchata, rum chata. Anyway, so when what you're describing is called a coffee misto. Yes. That is what that's called. Listen, I know about the coffees because I'm like a coffee freak. You're paying enough money for your vacation, you should complain. The thing is I knew that she wouldn't get it. That's why I didn't say anything, Lady Wiser. She wouldn't understand. She would think that she made it properly. Like, that's probably how they were taught. But I'm like, you effed it up. And I have to understand that when I was on MSC is an Italian-Swiss cruise line. Okay, that's who they're owned by. That's what they push. Everything is very, very, very much more European. They are so incredibly proud on MSC of their coffee. And they have absolutely every reason to be, because you get a coffee, that coffee is like, oh, angels start singing on MSC. Here, there's nobody singing. It's like heave-ho. Okay. I don't even finish a cup of coffee, and I get it black now because I'm afraid of their milk, because I'm afraid it's going to give me the burbles. Because I don't know. I'm not intolerant, but it just doesn't sit well like the cottage cheese. Nah. Shark Week's over. Oh no. No. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. What was I talking about? You got me all sidetracked. Oh yeah, I was saying I went to San Juan and I went to a little bitty coffee cart. I did a little short, if you guys saw that. That espresso, I got straight espresso because I wanted to see if they did it properly. Oh my God, it was so freaking good. That espresso hit. It was like, oh, I needed it so bad. It was so good. I need him, the guy from San Juan who had the little cart, he needs to get on the cruise ship and just, he'd make $1 million. He could make $1 million every day. I swear to God, because his coffee was so damn good. I swear. Italian Swiss, so spaghetti and meatballs with hot chocolate, absolutely. I will say that we're just gonna talk good and bad points, okay? Good points here on Carnival. I felt the dinners, like if you went to dining at night, I feel like their dining is better, okay? I really do. I don't know why. We didn't do a lot of dining in the dining room while we were on MSC. We did a lot of buffet. But here's the reason why. Hi, Marla. Okay, thanks, Julia. I speak French. I didn't know about coffee. Okay. Here's the thing. The food variety is different. I think Carnival, and I'm not sure why, I think they're very like food choice conscious or whatever. I don't understand if they're trying to economize or what the deal is. I know that they have Guy's Burgers, and Guy's Burgers sometimes can be burnt and it's a long line. Hi, Bonnie. You know, and they have this other thing that makes a burrito, which I don't know. It wasn't that great or anything like that. And I don't know why people are freaking out about Guy's Burgers. I gotta tell you that. We had maybe I'll try it again today to give it a second chance. You know, I gotta try things twice. But I thought Guy's Burgers was kind of like that. It was okay. The food is good. I thought MSC's, I honestly, like, I've heard people say they don't like MSC's food, but MSC is geared towards a European crowd. Like, when they put out their charcuterie, like, they have a whole, they actually put out a charcuterie board. Like, it's a legit charcuterie board with many, they had prosciutto, they had soppressata, they had other kind of salami, they would have mortadella, they would have all of the stuff that you would possibly want. And then it had many, many different cheeses. Like, I mean, every kind of cheese you could possibly imagine. That's on the buffet. That's part of the charcuterie area, okay? And they had a couple of, it was a massive buffet, okay? Here, like if I show it to, I can't even show it to you now because I'll show it to you later. Maybe we'll do another live stream of dinner in the cruise in that section. But they have like the stone, and then they have like, it's like they took, like, you know how you get a slice of ham? It's like they took the slice of ham and quartered it, and then they thinly layered each one there. And there's maybe a total of 12 quartered slices of ham on a stone. And they look pitiful. It looks pitiful. I mean, it's fine. It's palatable and stuff. But is it the best ham? No. And they do the same thing. They have mortadella. And I'm like, And then they have the cheese. And it's so thinly sliced that when you're trying to pick it up with these plastic tongs, it's not working. You know what I mean? Good morning, Dee. I'm thinking about going on a cruise with my son, and you made me think about all the ideas. I'm going to tell you, Bonnie, do it. I'm just talking about things that were kind of like a hit or miss. Because you don't have to eat there. And there's plenty to choose from. You have to remember, I am not eating all of the food that they have because I don't eat like the pasta and the rice. They have good stuff on it. Hello, Karina. But I'm just saying, like, the little things like that were like, you kind of were going for a section, like they were trying to do something, but since they didn't go all the way there, it's not impressive. You know what I mean? And like I said, MSC was very much about presentation. Like, they had people walking around, and if something didn't, good morning, Warren, if something didn't look proper on the buffet, they were reading them for filth. They were reading staff for filth, saying, this is not how we present ourselves. MSC, this is not MSC. This is not giving customer experience. I don't see anybody doing that here. And like, the buffet is not open all at once. Like, here they have sections of the buffet open. And I don't know if that's because they're prepping it and then they open it at different, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see, what did you just ask? One thing about a cruise ship is food must be good. Yes. Yes. How much does one of the cruisers cost? I'm not trying to be funny. We were thinking of 3 or 4 day cruise. Bonnie, you can get a decent cruise. You can just check for specials and stuff. And then, but I will tell you, Bonnie, don't just go with the cheapest one. Okay? I would tell you to go with the ship you want to do. Okay? So look at the year of the ship, because you don't want to be on the oldest ship. Okay? Because those are going to be more for like a 3 or 4 day cruise. Those are going to be called what they say is a booze cruise. And if they're coming out of Miami or something like that, you may have a different kind of clientele. Like, they're going there for the drinks. That's all they're doing, and it's not for leisure. So if you're on a ship that might be for 5 days, you probably will have a different kind of clientele. If you want to go on a ship, I would say look at the kind of ship it is. It doesn't have to be the biggest ship, but it doesn't have to be the oldest ship, because the older ships will show wear, even if they've been refitted. They all say, oh, it's going in for refitting. Well, I'm sorry, but if that ship is 23 years old, guess what? It's 23 years old. Right, you don't drink, so you don't want to be on one of those what they call booze cruises. They call them a booze cruise because it's 3 days. And people are just going there and they're buying the drink package because that's cheap for them. And they're just looking to fulfill the drink package. But yeah, I would definitely do a cruise, because what's nice about the cruise is you don't have to, the Sunrise is the poop ship. It is. Don't go on Carnival Sunrise, okay? That's my warning to all of you. No Carnival Sunrise and no Carnival Conquest. I've been on the Conquest. I didn't like that ship. I thought that ship was old. I will tell you, Venezia, I do like this one. It is maybe, I think it's like, I want to say it's like 5 or 6 years old. And that's fine. And stuff. I'll be on a booze cruise on the Wonder of the Seas in October. Will you? Oh my God, Warren. Are you going to get the drink package? You are. I know you are, bitch. I know you are. You're going to be sucking it down. I was sucking it down yesterday, but I was paying for those drinks. But it was still cheaper than me buying the drink package on board. Now, I will warn you, if you are getting a Carnival cruise, this is the difference. Okay, and you might want to check with whatever cruise line you're doing. If you have one of their private islands, because, okay, they call them private islands, okay, but they're not private. The only person who has actually a private island is MSC. All the other ones are part of a larger, either island or it's used by other ships. It's leased. It's like a weird thing. If you're on, oh, it's included. Of course it is, Warren. But if you are on a cruise and you have bought the drink package, if you're on a Carnival cruise, those drink packages, so say you spend all this money on a drink package so you can drink whatever you want while you're on the ship, that does not transfer to their private islands. So you could be on this and then you go to, I don't know, what is it, Coco K or whatever the frick it's called. Something like, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they're all called. It's not included on the island. In fact, they have another one, a new one that came out for Carnival. I think it's called Celebration Key. Celebration K. It's not included. In fact, they only give you one meal. which to me is wrong. When you go off the cruise ship to sightsee, what does it cost? A lot of money or just what you buy? They tell you you can't buy stuff and come back on, or you have to pay for it. No, you can buy stuff off the ship. I bought rum. You're allowed to buy Celebration. That's what it is. Celebration Key is Carnival's new one. Yeah, Warren. But your stuff doesn't transfer. And the thing is, they give you a meal ticket. That part blew my mind. Don't give me no man. Don't give me a meal ticket. Yeah, Coco K is royal. Okay, so Norwegian includes them. That's a good one. Because MSC included them, which I appreciated, because when we got off the ship, when we were at Ocean Key, that was MSC's, we were able to have all of the drinks because we had the drink package. But Norwegian includes them on their islands. That's good to know. Those who owe money are rowing below the deck. That's funny. I'm laughing. No, so I mean, you got to look at the little different things that happen on the ships and stuff. So just kind of do your research, read the little, if there's a little asterisk or a little plus sign or something there for more information, do yourself a favor, read those. Not on Harvest Key. Oh, really? So what you're saying is that you need to check on a bunch of things. How old the cruise ship is. Do they have unlimited food? Yeah, the food is all going to be unlimited. You have to figure out what kind of food you like. There's good and bad for everything. You just have to figure out which one might be a good one for you. And if you feel good about it, just take the trip. Take the trip. You're not going to know until you take the trip. How much does it cost to usually book a cruise? You could probably book a cruise for as little for yourself. If you're going with somebody else, like, okay, I'm going to tell you this. If you're going solo, you are going to pay more because the rooms are based on double occupancy. Okay. So I would say if you're going with a friend and you guys are splitting, it could be $500 a person for an interior cabin. All depends. They run specials all the damn time. And sometimes the further out you book, you can get a great deal and they'll give you onboard credit. Or sometimes you can get a last minute deal. So that's what I do. I actually have been looking just to make sure that comes up. Hi there, Tammy. I know, right. And sometimes it's the government that's imposing those rules for their private islands that they're leasing. Like I said, the only cruise line that I know that actually owns their island is MSC. The other ones, they lease it, is what it is. What is the best cabins to pick? One with a balcony? I prefer balcony, at least, because I like to be able to come out and sit and have a drink or coffee or something out here. It's nice because then you have an outdoor area that's away from all the people. I mean, I've had the inside cabin and it was fine. If you have a choice of either not going on a cruise because they only have interiors, then I would go on the cruise with the interior and I would figure it the hell out. But they say if you have a tendency to get seasick, they always try to tell you pick midship, somewhere in the middle of the ship, not the front or the back. And then they say lower floor. Personally, I don't like low floors. I have to be on a higher floor. I just like that. That's just my personal choice. Yeah, there's no taxes on jackpots on the casino on MSC. Absolutely right. I don't know if I hit a jackpot, but I hit pretty damn close. You're going on Sunshine out of Norfolk. Sunshine out of Norfolk. Which line is that? Is that I don't know what line that is. Is that Carnival? It sounds like a Carnival ship. What line is that? Sunshine, you're making me think. Like I'm like having to put my thinking cap on. Oh, it is Carnival. Okay. I have no idea. It's an older, but you know what? You're gonna make the cruise what you make of it. The cruise is gonna be whatever you make of it, okay? If you're gonna be looking there for every little thing that's a problem, then you probably shouldn't be on a cruise. But if you're gonna go to enjoy and have the time away. The thing that's wonderful about it is that you don't have to worry about where are we gonna go eat. You really don't. You're gonna go to the dining room, you're gonna go to the buffet. Now, if you wanna pay extra, you can go to the specialty dining, but I'm not paying extra. Okay, I already paid for the cruise. So it's gonna be the dining room or whatever. There's no, are we gonna drive 30 miles? Are we gonna go here? What do you wanna eat? What are we gonna go get? How much money are we gonna go spend? It's already paid for. You know what I mean? You have a medical card, just smoke. You can't, Bonnie. You cannot smoke marijuana on any cruise ship. I'm just letting you know. Even if you have a card, even if they say for medical purposes, I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot smoke it. You cannot bring it. You can't bring. They tell you do not bring CBD and do not bring THC, even if it's for a cream for your knee. Because I have that stuff for my knees, like my one knee that goes out every so often that I have issues with. I have a cream that I buy, a balm, and it works wonders, but you can't bring it because it actually will get you banned. So no THC and no CBD of anything. And Carnival is specifically cracking down on those places on their ships, specifically for the smaller time frames of a cruise, because they got so bad. And I will tell you, on this ship, haven't smelled it once. Have not smelled it once. So that was like, okay. Now when I was on the Conquest 2 years ago, whew, there were times you'd walk down the hallway and I was getting a contact. And the reason, yeah, they actually do Carnival, it actually has posted everywhere saying that we have drug sniffing dogs. And on some ships, I'm just gonna say for the ports that are known to have an issue, they actually have the dogs on the ship, and they walk them around and stuff. But you will get arrested. You will be put in the brig. They will, if they have a tendency to think that you may have it, they can search your room. You can vape, but you cannot vape anything CBD or THC. You can vape a cigarette. You can smoke a cigarette. You can smoke a cigar. You can smoke a pipe. You just have to do that stuff in the smoking areas. Don't try to do it on your thing, on your deck. And don't try to be all like I'm hiding it. Oh, nobody can see. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm not against it either, but the reason why it is not allowed on the cruise ship is international law. You have to understand that stuff, even though your state it's legal in your state, you have to understand too, it is not legal in the country. Federal law. It's not a federal law. It's not noted as a federal thing. So that's the reason, and also international. So if you are taking something like that across international things, you're in international waters. And you have to you're going to another country, that's why. Just don't do it. Because what they can do is one, if you're smoking where you're not supposed to smoke, it's a $500 fine. By the way, I ratted a guy out for smoking at the pool because he pissed me off. And y'all can read me for filth, and I don't care. But if everybody could smoke wherever they wanted to on a ship, whatever. No pirates. Yeah, you will get fined and banned. And what they'll do is if you are caught with it, they can, at the next port, can't bring gummies. No, I said no CBD, no THC, nothing of the sort. You can't even bring a balm or a cream. I don't know. I think he might have. And here's the reason. It was this dude. He was from Jersey, I guarantee you. But he was sitting there smoking like it wasn't a big deal. And he's doing this. He's doing like the cup of the hand. Like, I'm gonna smoke my cigarette in my hand. Nobody can see it. Fucking asshole. He was poolside. He was literally poolside. and he's smoking. And it wasn't one. He was chain smoking these bitches. And I'm like, my sister smokes. And I don't care. I don't judge you that you smoke. You can do what you want. But don't be doing it where you're not supposed to be doing it. One, you're poolside. So now your ashes and shit are all over the place. And he was dumping the ashes in a pool towel. Like, I don't even understand, right? Like, it's not even worth the risk. He was dumping his ashes in the pool towel like he was so slick. And I'm like, you need to take your ass off this I can't. So then, I told this to a friend. They were laughing at me. I was an arc. But he's doing that. So I didn't want to bother the lifeguard, because the lifeguard's got to make sure he saves people in that 5-foot pool. But I went over to the bartender and I said, is this a smoking or a non-smoking deck? And he's like, no, ma'am, it's not smoking. I said, okay. And that's what I thought. And I said, because that fat dude across the pool, sitting with the old lady with the blonde hair and a ponytail, let me tell you, she was a piece of work. I said, yeah, he's been chain smoking the whole time. And he's trying to hide it, but he's doing it the whole time. And the bartender looked so pissed. Ashes in a pool towel, what a jack. That's the funny thing, I know. He thought he was being slick, that he's gonna take his ashes with him, but I'm like, that really could set the fucking towel on fire. Yeah, Warren, but it was like, come on. I'm telling you, he's bridge and tunnel. It's typically what you would call bridge and tunnel. But so then, right around, so I went back to my sister, because we were sitting like on the same side of him. Like, he was like 5 deck chairs away. And so the bartender comes out and he's like, which one? He's giving me the look. And then I went, and he's like, this one? And I'm like, and then he started to have a conversation. The guy was getting annoyed. I got my stuff and walked away and said, you're welcome. Like, if I'm at a pool or somewhere trying to stay cool, what the hell you want to smell smoke and ashes? I don't smoke. I personally don't smoke. My sister does smoke. And like I said, I go down with her to deck 5 on the on whatever side of the thing it is for smoking. I go down there. They have nice lounge areas for the smokers. And the smokers are having a good time. They're laughing. They're meeting each other. It's like their little club. It's like the smokers club. And it's totally cool. But it's just like, dude, you just think you can smoke anywhere because what, you need to? It's not like you have give me a break. Come on, man, stop it. Make it make sense. You know how that goes. So yeah, I was an arc. I'm proud of it too. I don't care if he he could smoke 50 packs a day. I could care less. Just don't do it here when you're not supposed to. It's a boat. I don't need this ship turning into the poop cruise, because that's what happened on the poop cruise. I vape nicotine and will always respect her. Right. You just vape and smoke where you're supposed to, because it's safe. It's a safety thing. You can smoke in the casino. Like, he could have gone to the casino to smoke. Did he do that? No. Oh, I know you're not talking about me, but I'm just saying. I'm just letting people know. I mean, I don't, but I don't judge other people who do. You do what you want. It's your vacation, but you don't get to do whatever you want, wherever you want. Like, come on, dude. Come on. And if you don't fall off the boat, I'm going to lose the pool. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ron. You're going to lose because I'm not falling off this ship. I don't know. Why would you bet on something like that? Anyway. But it's Monday. Oh, my goodness. Gallagher with a $20 super chat. Honk, honk, honk. I'm new and have been watching your lives over the last few days. You are hilarious. I'm glad you told him. Listen, everybody here knows Gallagher. By the way, I like your name because that makes me think of the comedian. Because I'm a sassy bitch. And if you're gonna annoy me and think you're gonna get away with some shit, I'm gonna be like, and like I said, I don't judge you. Just don't be a fuck up. Yeah, so you can buy more drinks, Angie. Actually, this is what, oh, you guys know what? Nanette and I actually got. This is for everybody who says, did you gamble in the casino? Nanette and I have gambled so much in the casino that we now have drinks on us while in the casino today. We have 2 days that we can get drinks while we are playing in the casino. So I gotta start playing quarter keno. You have to make 2,000 points on your card. 2,000, and then you could get drinks on us. Wait, is she in there? I can't tell. Is she sleeping? Is she sleeping? Oh, she's sleeping. She taking a nap. I have to go get her. So we earned 2,000 points on for gambling. Don't ask me how much. It wasn't $2,000. I can tell you that. It's not $2,000. But yeah. The funny thing is, Carnival always sends me offers. Get a free cruise. Take a free cruise. Take a free interior cabin, and drinks on us for you while you're in the casino. Like, I had to earn it this time. So we are going because, oh, you're gonna go for a casino offer? Are you, Tammy? Oh my God, I'm so glad you're doing that. Tammy, you're gonna have a hell of a time. You're gonna be coming. Tammy, is this your first cruise? If it is, oh my God, I will send you, like, just start writing little things down to bring. Make sure you bring magnetic hooks. It's perfect for the cabin. The walls are metal. They stick to the walls. And you can hang like little things up, like your little cruise card and things like that you don't want to misplace. I'm not gonna go take a nap. I'll take a nap later. We can't go up to the Lido deck yet because, you know, all the kitty witties are up there. I don't want to go there. Can't do that. But anyway, you guys. Yeah, magnet cooks. Make sure you take them home with you. Don't do what Joe did it last time and left them all on the walls. You have a Temu addiction? Big hat. Big hat, Tammy. You gotta get the big hat. It's just a visor, and it's straw, so it's perfect. It's perfect. Hey, Sabby. And then that's sleeping. She's taking nippy nap time because, you know, yesterday was a lot of rum. To the kitty wedding. I don't want to go to the kitty witties. I don't want to see the kitty. I don't want to see the kids. But I will tell you, I haven't seen that many kids on this ship. I don't know why. It's summer. Maybe because it's the kids, that parents don't want the kids with them. I don't understand, but, you know, yeah, maybe that's why. But, you know, it's Monday. I want you guys to have a good Monday. It was nice having a little chit-chat talk with you. Tomorrow's another C day. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you keep your notifications on so that you know what's going on. I will try to post some more shorts and stuff for you guys and things. It might be a little lighter today. You played slots in Batavia. Oh, you got it from Batavia? Batavia was good to me when I went there. So I don't know. It might be a little light today on the shorts. We had lots of shorts the past days. We had like, I was putting out so much, I've been putting out so much content. I hope you guys are actually enjoying the content and stuff we're putting out. It was fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been enjoying sharing it with all of you. If you haven't seen the shorts that I've been doing, some of them are truly hilarious. I just want to say, check out the one with the little umbrellas, decorations in our hair. We've had a lot of drinking shorts because, you know, it's what it is. It's not a cruise. I'm going to warn you. make sure you go to the bathroom before you watch some of those, because you may tinkle yourself. Because every time I watch them, just a little bit, you know. We have the towel of the day shorts. I already posted that one. He came and cleaned earlier. And let me tell you something. When I get ready to go on a cruise, you tell me what to take and what not to take. I will listen to you, because I am now retired, so I get tired of sitting down. Bonnie, you got to get on that cruise ship. I'm telling you. You love the shorts, Robert? You've seen those? Those are cute. Yeah. Hey, Darlene. Darlene, I'm just getting ready to sign off, because I just was having a little chat with the ocean behind me and stuff, because we're on the side where the sun hasn't reached its zenith. So we're okay right now. Later on in the afternoon, it'll be hot as F out here. It'll be like the damn sun. But you guys go have a good one. Enjoy and stay tuned. Peace out.